a new career high, 32 rushing attempts, 100 and...
There we are, just 15 miles due west of Miami, and that yellow and red line just tore through here a little while ago.
It's amazing. Look what happens. 5 levels of scaffolding is just treated like it was pickup sticks. Amazing, the power of Mother Nature. Now watch the water. You're going to see that it's almost waves are created. The flag is nearly being ripped out of the ninth green.
And then all of a sudden, you will see these eddies begin to form, these microbursts. Look at that, little white caps and a complete reversal of the wind. Now the flag stick leaning left and holding on.
It's the complete 180-degree turn, and of course, that's the end of our camera.
And it drops into the water and was fished out by some local divers who came in to help us retrieve that equipment, plus some other things that blew into the water alongside the 9th hole there.
Took advantage of it.
Yeah, and see what happens there on the drive. Jemison does not want to leave Charles Rhodes on the block, and instead of sliding over and stopping the drive, it allows Stewart to get all the way to the rim for a big Mississippi State basket.
She is fouled by Stewart. That's a block. And we're hearing some rumbling behind us. There's some concern. The building is rocking a bit. Not exactly sure why. Some of our standards may have something to do with weather.
Conditions still exist in downtown Atlanta. Thank you for your
There's a tornado warning in downtown Atlanta, we're being told, and it has caused the top of the Georgia Dome is actually moving. But we do have power, which is amazing. I'm told that in situations like this, Dome Stadium is the best possible place. But I must say, what looked to be panic initially calmed down within the last couple of minutes.
And I mean, it literally sounded like a train coming through, and I don't want to say this.
No, we've already said that.
I could almost feel like moisture coming through like the roof, but this is one of these suspended roofs, and you didn't know,
This cold front, this system that is howling all the way up and down the eastern seaboard, certainly making its presence felt here. Flag sticks just bent sideways, parallel to the ground. And there you see the sand being blown out of the bunkers at 17. Players unable to even get their balls to stay on the green at 16, where they really come out of the forest and really feel the full effects coming off.
We've got some exclusive footage from the Metrodome last night. Snow leaking in the roof, and the roof collapsed this morning.
Wow. Mother Nature pulled out the big stick and I mean belted this one. Ouch. About 365 yards. Got all of that one. And the aftermath, fortunately no one heard. That was just behind our crane at the 11th hole.
It just made an absolute mess of the 11th green. That is a huge cypress that was just made mincemeat of. Without doubt, Mother Nature, what, too much club?
So plenty of drama here. Great that we are back with you in some way, at least at Drummoyne Oval. The players are back in action. Callie Underwood, we have been relocated to the boundary to call. Obviously totally flooded out with rain.
Absolutely, Hutto. I think this is the first women's game we've called alongside each other, and I'm blaming you on the jinx, so it might be the last as well. What an action-packed hour we have just gone through. A wild Sydney summer storm has swept through. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely crazy stuff. It's the second consecutive year that this has happened. The two rookies there, Riddell kicking straight into Daisy Bateman. And the lights have gone out again.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium, where the air temperature is over 100 degrees, and you heard Pat and John say the field temperature is reaching 200 degrees. Now, because of the heat, the Eagles training staff has given IVs to 2 Eagle players they felt might be susceptible to cramping and dehydration. Now, the Eagles have also brought along pickle juice. That's right, it's just off the supermarket shelf pickle juice. Now, there's no evidence to support that pickle juice does prevent cramping. The Eagles just say it does. Before the game, I pointed out to Troy Aikman that in the middle of the field, the temperature was 175 degrees. He shrugged it off and said, hey, just tell me what the temperature is in the end zone. Back up to you, Pat.
All right, DJ, thank you. Cowboys train up at Wichita Falls. And this pass is picked off by Jeremiah Trotter. Touchdown in Philadelphia.
The Cowboys were always going to remember this game. You know, how hot it was here and what a beating they took. And the Eagles will remember this is the hottest day they ever played, but it didn't bother them at all.
And what a good start they got off to. He'll remember it. Alonzo Spellman.
Yes, folks, this is Arizona. That is hail, which has begun to collect on the green here. It's ugly weather. This is just awful to play in.
With all this collecting on the greens, I imagine we're going to have some kind of suspension of play because obviously you can't putt through that.
No. Now, Mickelson, this is for birdie, folks.
He's chipping.
He is chipping. Oh, my goodness! You gotta be kidding me!
Robbie, aren't you? We're going to take a look at the video again, and that can be kind of scary.
Yeah, it was a scary moment for sure.
We're
now they got all the stakes are in. That was the biggest thing, is just keeping the tarp under control until the stakes were able to be driven into the ground right here. And now look at on the end, you can see the rain, the wind, excuse me, picking it up, and the rain on top of the tarp is being thrown all over the place toward the guys at the end of first base, out on the far end by the end of the Padres dugout. If you can see it right now, that's kind of whipping up pretty quick.
Yeah. We're seeing video right now, Robbie, of, again, one of the members of the grounds crew getting caught up in that tarp.
Round 2 of the Accenture Match Play Championship here in Carlsbad, California is off to a slow start. An overnight torrential downpour dumped in the neighborhood of 1.25 inches of rain, creating some rivers and lakes here at La Costa Golf Club. The wet conditions, well, they've made the course unplayable and have forced the cancellation of play for the day.
Playing look at just as well as this punch. Brandon Fields struggled earlier, got the wet ball away. Aaron Rossum going to let it go, and it looks like it's on a tee. If you tee the ball up, you couldn't put it any better.
You can go for the